Guys, I had to do a gig for a Saudi prince recently, and I got the gig because Aziz Ansari from the TV show Parks and Recreation turned it down, and I'm a 15th of the price. But these Saudi princes have so much money, I don't know why price would be an issue for this guy, you know? It's almost like he went to Walmart and they were out of Die Hard on Blu-ray, so he just went into the bargain bin. Oh, Mariah Carey's Glitter, you'll do. But the gig wasn't in Saudi Arabia, it was in the Saudi Arabian extension called the Beverly Hilton Hotel. And I guarantee you, even though the prince owns the hotel, when he checks out and he gets his bill for $0, he still says, okay, but what's my price? I took some friends with me, or witnesses, whatever you want to call them, and when we got to the gig, the men and the women were separated because in Middle Eastern culture, when the men and women are out in public, they're separated, and they do this because if they get blown up, all the women want to be blown up together. It's their version of Chicks Before Dicks. Yeah, it's this Thelma and Louise pack they all came up with. But we weren't allowed to address the fact that the men and women were separated. And so my friend Alex went on stage, and the first thing he said was, "Hey, why ain't you dudes sitting with those girls? Are y'all gay?" And I felt the beheading coming on. And the prince yells out, "Well, you're the one who walked in with 3 guys." Oh, Prince got jokes. Okay, cool. And then Alex starts to bomb so hard that the prince yells out, "Who's the terrorist now?" So the prince's bodyguard comes up to me and says, "You're Indian, no? You go on stage, you tell the Indian joke, okay?" So I went on stage, I said, "My mom's from this poor part of India called India." And the prince just starts dying laughing. So like, all right, cool. I'm just gonna make fun of Indian people for the next half hour. And then I do a few more jokes like that, and I say this other thing. I say, my parents had an arranged marriage, which is basically a business agreement, and they don't believe that you fall in love with someone. They think that you learn to love them, which sounds like a hostage situation to me. I don't think that's love. I'm pretty sure that's Stockholm Syndrome. Or the last season of The Bachelor. And the prince's bodyguard stops me and says, "This is the prince's arranged wife. Are you making fun of their marriage?" "Oh, my bad. I didn't realize you guys did that in that culture. I thought maybe he just bought her at a bazaar in Riyadh." Now I don't know what to do. I'm afraid everything I say is going to offend the prince. And the prince says, "Tell me something that's going to make me really ha-ha." So I said this other thing. I said, Dubai is experimenting with democracy now. They're actually going to let the Indian people decide which prince enslaves them. And the prince's bodyguard yanks me off stage and says, "The prince does not want the people to have democracy, because if the people have democracy, then he is no longer the prince." And then he takes me over to the prince, and the prince grabs my hand and says, "I am going to take you to Dubai for 1.5 years and show you what it's really like." And I was scared. And I didn't know what to do, and the bodyguard was hovering over my head. And at that moment, I was just praying to God that Liam Neeson was gonna bust in and shoot the prince. Guys, I'm Hay Mandyam. Thank you very much.